Hello people, I'm just playing some World of Tanks Blitz to get a start to my channel. So, what I'm doing in this video, cut to the point, what I'm doing in this video I guess is just having fun and showing what I do to play the game. Of course, just a disclaimer, if you don't like pre-recorded videos, then, okay, you don't have to watch it. But other than that, it's not really my problem. So, just nothing really important going on right now. But what I'm going to be doing is just going through all my tanks. Most of them. Some of them. And just playing a couple of games. Like, winning a couple and losing a couple, but still fun. Now, as you can see here, I've gone with the KV-1S. One of my favourite tanks, other than the KV-2, which is very, very overpowered. Now here we would insert flashback to Vietnam, Stalingrad from the point of view of a German. Of course, I'm not German, so don't get that misconception. Now, basic World of Tanks. Look around your surroundings. Look at what your teammates are doing. Yep, ARL-44. Now what I'm doing here is I'm going up with the ARL-44. I'm about to slow down so I can go behind the ARL-44. Now my tactic here is, with the strong frontal armor of the... Sorry, I need oxygen as well, like normal humans. Go behind the ARL-44 with its extremely strong frontal armor, and while the ARL-44 has a fairly weak gun stock, the KV-2 has an extremely strong gun. Of course, I scuffed that shot with RNG, and I neglect the existence of that Nashorn there, which will come to see will hit me. That Churchill taking a lot of damage, so I come out. I attempt to bounce, fail, readjust, and then I'm square on with that Nashorn. Of course, I can't do anything about it because it's behind cover. So what I do now is I know that those two have the flank locked down, and what I do is I go and deal with that that German premium tank. That's it. Now I attempt to get a shot but cannot because of the Yamato's hull and its width. As you can see here, I'm flanking that Panzer. He spots me. I attempt to get maybe a ram or a shot in. He hits me and tries to hit my track. I'm still reloading, and he does a very smart play on his behalf, or hers, I don't know, and flanks around me because the KV-1S's turning radius is turret turning radius is piss poor. The turret stays in one place, aside from the hull moving. But of course, I died. And here I forgot that I have no friggin' bullets on my tank, so I go 5 armor piercing. Yep, 5. Then I go 20, no, not 21, 15, or wasn't it? Well, 12. I think it was 15. Then I go 6 HE. Standard loadout, pretty balanced. Collect my keys, so those sweet. And I have got to smash a lockbox. Everyone loves microtransactions, don't they? But still, we can't be mad at Wargaming. They have to make money somehow. It's a free game, so can't be too mad at them. And here's my VK 36.1H. Now this game, not to spoiler alert, this is just this game goes well. Goes pretty well. I do some smart plays. My team does some, quite honestly, quite helpful things. And the enemy team just plain stupid and pay to win. But when it comes to pay to win, the skilled player who's not pay to win will always come out on top. People think that you have games like War Robots where if you whip out Mummy's credit card, you're instantly the best at the game. But in this, even if you do whip out Mummy's credit card, you're not the best. Not by a long shot. Now what I see here is someone has the premium WZ Blaze. I believe it's premium as a collector. I don't know, it's an event tank and it's a tank destroyer, even though it looks like a normal tank. I take a gamble and it hits. For 275, pretty high roll. But still, I see there that I have an ARL 44 behind me, so I move up and I take this shot on the T-34 85 and get some very lucky shots today. I keep moving, they try to get to cover, I get them, and they bounce a shell off me, would have rolled for 200. Then the ARL 44 is attempting to flank, not very successfully I might add, but still nonetheless flanking. So what I do is I try and outflank them by going against their WZ and their VK. Now I follow. Yeah, I'm watching that. I follow that other VK to give them support. I know if I go to the right, and the VK left me. If I go to the right, they'll see me, and I don't have any cover. But if I go to the left, I have cover, and I can get a pot shot in, and that one barely misses. They follow. They just trying to hold my corner, but they keep getting damaged. They pull back. I say this is a good opportunity to just beat them. They come around, I hit them into the corner armor. I do 200. They finish off that WZ, and I'm pretty helpless to finish off this other guy. Now, they get killed. I salute. Killed, yeah. Nonetheless, killed. Then there's one heavy tank, and they just died. But as I check which heavy tank that was, and I think it was the KV-2. Free microtransactions. I don't know if I'm earned an upgrade for my tank. Now I'm got all the upgrades. Woohoo. But still, as I go to the TOG, the pinnacle of British engineering. Now, in these loading screens, I'll explain the history behind the tanks that I know. Now, the AMAX ELC BIS. What a mouthful and what a name. Fast, thin boy. Thin, as in armor. Thin, as in how thin, as in how thin the tracks are. And then you have short. Like, this tank is really short. Like, you can fit under it, like, with a lot of tanks. Like, the mouse's turret is bigger than that tank. And I know, I've measured it. Now, what I'm going to show you here is the power of tricking your enemies. Now, if you bamboozle them, they will be found out by your team. Now, I'm going to demonstrate that wonderfully in this clip. Just wonderful strategy. I muck around here for a bit, trying to figure out where my team's going. And I essentially go, they just seem to be hiding in spawn. That Su-85's going there, and the Invincible is going. I flip back round. And they're going back, and then I see them going back, so I think we're going back. And they're going up, and we're going back. So, in the end, I just decide to go to that BDR. But, yeah. And crappy elevator music players. Now, what I've done here, they're behind cover. I grab the attention of the BDR G1. He attempts to make a shot that somehow bounces. I think you just got unlucky, and yeah. But I bamboozle, they try to go around, and I zoom away. And I just barely get in cover. Now, I know for a fact that if I bamboozle that BDR just perfectly enough that they fall right in the centre of my team, they will be finished off. Now that's perfect bamboozling there. So I basically drawed out that BDR, brought him somewhere where his team isn't, and my team picked him apart. That's big brain things. Now I just go around annoying people. Classic French things. Not saying that French are annoying. Although the wee wee bullshit does get a bit annoying. But just French things, as in a lot of French tanks in this game have autoloaders and they're very low damage. But this tank does not have an autoloader. But the tier above it does, strangely. I attempt to make a shot on the SU-85B, and I attempt to snipe it, but it's already gone into cover. Now I know that there's a tank going around right where I'm looking at, so I go around trying to get past the traffic of the German, the Russian, the American, or is it British? I don't know. I mean, that just sounds like the start to the world's most weird party trick. So I go around to that Luke's, or Lush, I don't know how the fuck you say. But, I hit them in the tracks, somehow doing damage. I should have gone around that corner, they do damage. I have my track destroyed. I use my repair picket to get out of there, and that Matilda handles it for me. But, yeah. And I have a good game here. And I have officially bamboozled. They try to go in pursuit of me. I flank around them. And as you see here, I use the AMX ELC's speed to its advantage. Now this is one of the fast, if not the fastest tank in Watt Blitz, of course, if you don't include the whole, events where you can go like 2,000 k's an hour. I don't know what that is in miles per hour, because I don't speak in freedom units. I get this nice shot on Churchill 1, and the BDR finishes him off. I come out to watch, and I salute and fire my gun in respect. Now, that was a pretty good game. Got 2 good games in a row, and 1 piss poor game. But yes, Australian slang for you. But that's probably going to be the end of it for me. Now this is just an introduction to my channel. Now if you do enjoy my content and the content that I've provided for you, I don't know what day it is, the content that I've provided for you today, please do consider subscribing to the channel and watching my future videos. Thank you, and that's going to be it, I guess.